Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tech Career Paths for Women in Tech. I'm Sil Cruz from Apper, and we are so glad to have all of you with us today for PH Tech Week 2021. So, before we start off, I'd like to welcome all of our guests and Apper's women leaders who are with us today. So, we have Miss Wesley Talan and Ms. Tim Del Mundo, who would be joining us in a bit as we talk about the career paths of women in tech, as we share a little bit more of our own career journeys and how other women who are thinking of going into tech can find inspiration from our humble stories. Once again, this is brought to you by Apper.ph in partnership with PH Tech Communities. And I just want to share with you a quick video to break the ice about Apper and what we do. All right. So before we move on to the main part of our program, to everyone here, hello, can everyone hear me? All right. So for everyone here who are in the startup scene, we just wanted to share a little bit more of one of the programs that Apper has for tech startups. So we have the Startup on the Cloud 2.0. So this is an initiative for from Apper and AWS. We have put together this program to help startups scale and advance their businesses further on the cloud. So the program aims to help drive startups growth and stability. So later on, if you are interested in joining this program, do let us know in the comment section. We'll provide the email also where you could sign up. Just a brief, a high level overview of the program's benefits. So with Apper Startup on the Cloud program, startup qualified startups can get as much as 50%, more than 50% off of Apper's engaged and managed services, plus a bonus coaching and training programs care of Apper and AWS. And of course, there is possible sponsorship of cloud billing credits for POC, and definitely a lot of growth opportunities, dedicated case study, and press releases after the project's success. So, for those of you who would be interested, please do let us know in the comment section below. All right. So moving on to the main event, I wanted to start off with how Apper's women leaders are slowly taking the driver's seat in the tech scene. And with this, we wanted to share our career journey in tech. So I'll be starting off. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Marcel Cruz, and I am the marketing and partnerships lead of Apper. And before I joined Apper, I was a startup country launcher and marketing specialist. So mainly, I helped international startups, especially in the ASEAN region, launch here in the Philippines, build the groundwork for the team. So you all know how that is when we are with startups. We wear many different hats, and so that's what I've been doing over the past 5 years that I have been in tech. And also, since joining Apper, I have also become an AWS certified cloud practitioner. So I just wanted to share all about my journey in tech with everyone, especially the women who are watching today, who are thinking about starting a career in the tech scene and the tech startup scene. I'm sure a lot of you here are wondering, like, should I start a career with tech? And we are so lucky to be living in a time where there is more equal opportunity for both men and women in any industry. And we feel very fortunate to be part of an industry that looks at talent first and foremost without looking into gender biases. So just to share with you how I started with tech though. It was way back in 2015 when I was working a corporate job in marketing, and I got a call from a friend asking me that a certain Singaporean startup is wanting to expand to the Philippines, and they need someone to be kind of like employee number one who would build up the groundwork for this venture accelerator and their tech startup. The startup is actually called Matchme. It's kind of like, how do I describe it? It's kind of like a Tinder, but for job seekers, where you are matched to jobs that are fit for your qualifications, fit for not just your qualification, your expected salary, your location. So it's a matchmaking job platform for blue collar workers and part timers. So I started working with Matchme in 2015. I entered the startup scene with zero knowledge about tech, zero knowledge about how the industry works. And I helped set up the groundwork, not just for Matchme, but several startups that were launching in the Philippines under the same mother company at that time. And there it started that I found a passion for helping startups build their operations from the ground, especially since Matcheme's business is very close to my heart because it helps people find jobs. At that time, it was very difficult. I mean, of course, we all know the big giants when it comes to job seeking for job seekers, diba? So there are many different startups who are doing that, but most of these startups are focused on the market for college graduates, market for C-level executives or supervisors, white collar jobs. But there wasn't a platform yet at that time that really focused on the blue collar workforce. So I found this very close to my heart because I really felt that with working with this startup, uh, in some way I am helping people, find jobs, helping people find opportunities that would help them provide for their families, put food on the table. So this has been an amazing journey for me, and this it has been a very good introduction to the startup scene when I started with HR tech back in 2015. And with that, after about 2 years working with HR tech, I decided to explore other horizons such as fintech. Because back in 2015, I'm sure you all know that at that time medyo non-existent pa yung startup scene here in the Philippines. There were just a very few, and we didn't have much support yet at that time. And now I'm so happy to see that we have conferences such as this, and whenever there would be tech startup conferences, technology meets, and all of these events pre-pandemic are now booming and teeming with people, with a lot of startups. And it's really good to know that the country startup ecosystem is really slowly, oh no, not really, so it's rapidly picking up pace, and more people are getting into the industry. So after spending some time with the HR tech scene, I decided to explore a different horizon, which is fintech. And still another industry very close to my heart, because at that time, a lot of Filipinos were underbanked and unbanked. And the solutions to these problems that technology brings was just mind blowing. So I started working with fintech from 2017 to late 2018, when I worked with several companies aiming to provide more financial inclusion for our countrymen. And during that time, when I really felt that I started growing in my career from being a startup launcher to actually exploring the world of marketing and growth and growth hacking. So we've helped certain applications, financial tech applications, grow to achieve 1,000% growth during the first year. And then at that time, I felt that again, I was being called back into HR tech. And so back in 2018, I worked with another job finding platform, which was Fast Jobs Philippines. I worked as the country launcher for almost 2 years as well. And with Fast Jobs, it was pretty much the same. We were a job finding platform for blue collar workers, and it came at a time when a lot of people were starting to really pick up using technology to make their lives easier. And one of the things that really inspired me with Fast Jobs is that how we were tapping lives, because when you're working with HR tech, of course, you get in touch not only with your clients but with your end users as well. And we get a lot of stories from people who tell us that, oh, it's so hard for us to apply. Sometimes we leave early in the morning and then we walk in different manpower agencies one by one, hoping to find a job. And then at the end of the day, we go home empty-handed. We haven't gotten the interview. Then we spent a lot of money to go to the different manpower agencies, process our papers. But with Fast Jobs, it became so much easier because we are able to apply directly from our phones. We didn't have to leave our homes, brave the traffic. So it saved us time and resources. And a high percentage of these end users actually got hired and actually got interviewed for the jobs that they were looking for. And this kind of change that technology brings to people's lives, for some people it might just be a small thing, but for those who are looking for a job to provide for their family, it's life changing. And this is something that I really felt passionate about, because these make a difference in people's lives in our small way. In our small ways, technology is starting to make waves and make a difference and make life easier for people, especially now since we entered the pandemic. A lot of people have taken advantage of technology to make things work. I know that we're all in quarantine, everyone has been restless, but thank God for technology that has made life more bearable and easier for us, that we were able to navigate our way through this crisis and still carry on with our daily activity thanks to tech. And now that I'm working with Apper and working with the cloud, I hope to help in empowering more businesses grow and scale with the cloud during these trying times. I've been introduced to how the cloud makes a difference, makes such a huge impact in businesses, and how it improves efficiency, security, and disaster recovery for a lot of businesses. So now that I am working with a company that supports this, I hope to help empower businesses more with the cloud, of course. And so this is the Apper team now. So before the latest ECQ, we actually had like a small get together, a team building. What we rarely get to see each other. I know everyone is working from home, but now working with Apper, I really feel with my current career, exploring the cloud, it's such a huge shift from the previous industries that I've been in, which was HR tech and fintech. And now suddenly I'm in cloud consulting and the cloud consulting services. But being with Apper has helped me realize a lot of things. And I feel so privileged to be working with a team of passionate and talented individuals. And for all of the women out there who are exploring a career in tech, we are so lucky to be living at a time where more and more women have voices in the workplace, and where we live in a time where there is equal opportunity for both men and women. So before I close it off, I just want to live to leave a little advice to all of the ladies out there who are looking to grow their career in the tech scene. So, from my experience, I've been working for more than 10 years already, and I've been in the tech scene for half of it, half a decade. And I really believe that the key to career growth is grit. You have to find different ways when things don't go your way. In our industry, we wear many different hats. In the startup industry, um, we try to make ways and find ways for ourselves and for the team. So the key to it is to just really have an iron backbone and to persevere. And to all of you ladies who are watching this, and anyone who is wanting to pursue a career in tech, actually in general, is that just persevere and be brave. And the world is changing before our very eyes. So now is the perfect time to ride the wave and make things happen and show everyone what you are made of. All right. So that ends my sharing of my career path. But before I do say goodbye, I want to um, give the floor over to one of Apper's founders. Um, she is our director for people and finance, and she'll share more about her experiences and her current role at Apper. All right, one moment. Okay, so she's here. Everyone, please give it up to Miss Temias del Mundo. Let me just present her slide once more. Okay.
Hi guys. Hello. So can I start, Mo?
Yes, please take it away, Tim.
Hello. Hi everyone. Good afternoon. I hope everyone can hear me. I am Tim Yas and Del Mundo, and my current role is Apper Digital's Director of Finance and People. I earned my bachelor's degree of Business Economics from UP Diliman, and then when I graduated, my career started around 2013 in IBM as part of a global sales support team. Then after 3 years, I decided to take my Master in Business Administration in Asian Institute of Management, or AIM. And fortunately, I was awarded the Asian Development Bank Japan Scholarship Program. So I was a full scholar throughout. So during my MBA, I majored in finance, and my thesis was focused on stocks valuation. And after my graduation, I entered the Boston Consulting Group, or BCG, as a senior KSIM assistant. So that was my first venture with the management consulting industry, and it really exposed me to different projects and clients. After that, I took a very challenging role with Shopee Philippines. So actually, I was the lead for the communications and education management team. It was the first ever that was the first time I ever handled communications work, and it was also the first time I had my first team as a people manager. After that, I decided to go full time now with Apper Digital Inc. And as I felt I was ready to help out my co-founders, Diwa and Patrick, with the business. And I was also excited to already try out the tech world and to learn more about the cloud and to apply what I've learned so far with my work experiences. So yeah, basically that's my career journey in a nutshell. Next slide, please. Okay, so I think I already Next slide, one more. Okay, so this is actually the photo of my former team in Shopee Philippines. If you're a fan of Shopee double digit sales, we did these webinars before going on the big campaigns to educate Shopee sellers. And this was my team during one of our Shopee University webinars. And ever since, I wanted to help more businesses, especially local industries, in improving operations by perfectly syncing technology advancement with non-technology processes and functions. Next slide, please. So currently, I am learning more about the tech world because it fascinates me, and I consider it a passion to balance technology and business. So since I came from a business and finance background, I like to take on projects that will enable me to bridge my experiences with the modern tech trends. So like the cloud, AI, machine learning, and all. I am learning more about it day by day by taking on certifications and from actually learning from my excellent peers who are pioneers in the tech world. So admittedly, it's very challenging since I'm not really, a super tech person, but it is also very fulfilling and I really enjoy it so far. Next slide, please. Okay, so that's why I'm also your Oni in Manila. So I consider myself multifaceted, and this is another side of me outside of work. So I think this is just a fan fact. Fun fact. So if there are K drama, K pop fans, or anything Korean culture fans here, you can actually follow me, Oni and MNL, in my social media accounts in Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook, and of course in YouTube. So I have a YouTube account. So subscribe na kayo, guys. So I do post Korean culture unboxings, covers, and a lot of giveaways about anything Korean. So yung mga BTS Blackpink fans, yun. So fun fact lang yan. Okay, next slide. Okay, so I think my main advice for women in tech is just to continue to challenge yourself and take risks. And every day it is an opportunity to learn. So you have to also enjoy the journey. And for someone who did not have a really, not a non-tech background, I'm more of business and finance. Right now, I'm really enjoying where I am right now. It took me a while to get here, but it is important to note that you may feel lost in your career at times, but it is perfectly normal to take detours and finally find a path that you will be truly passionate about. Okay, thanks. I think that's it for my presentation. I think Wesley is up. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Tim. And I hope everyone was inspired by our Ani in Manila. So thank you so much. Tim is
Thank you.
our co-founder and director for people and finance. So let's give it up for Miss Tim Del Mundo.
Thank
Next,
you.
thank you, Tim. So next up, I give the floor to one of our lady architects in the team. So Wesley is a solutions architect from Apper. So I give the floor to you, Wes. Take it away.
Hi, thanks, Miss Mo. So, hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Wasikitalan. I'm a new cloud solution architect at Apper and recently got my solutions architect associate certificate and more to go. So, what I basically do is create solutions and proposal using cloud technologies to solve clients' problems. So, yeah, I was a software engineer in my previous job using Python, and we specialize in computer vision, machine learning for document processing. So I graduated in PUP at batch 2018 with a computer science degree. And in my free time, so I love to read books, fiction and nonfiction books, so ranging from Percy Jackson books of adventure stories to John Grisham's legal thriller books. So yeah, just a fan fact. And I also watch K drama, anime, and I am a BTS fan and an IU fan. So yeah, just a fan fact for us. So yeah, moving on my career journey. So as a high school student, so it hasn't really crossed my mind that I would be a woman in tech. So however, I do love math and science subjects, but I leaned on other courses and jobs that I had in mind when I was choosing course for college. So I was actually a shifty from accountancy. So during that time, I felt that maybe this was not the right path. So and I really want to study more on science and math. So the first choice was actually engineering, but I was a little bit late applying for that. So the choices I had were psychology or computer science. So I'm very grateful that I had chosen to be in the computer science field. At first, I really don't know how to code or what the tasks that I will do at my future job. So, but when I got to learn more, I got to see how powerful technology really is. So I got to create something with just a bunch of code with bunch of lines of code and ranging from simple applications like a converter to big websites and system. You can actually make a big impact with just these lines of code. So I had also experienced volunteering to teach children how to code. So this could be a way for kids to discover their interest in coding and actually harness your skills at an early age. So yeah, as I also got to work as a part-time web developer when I was in college and learn more about the industry as well as having to meet great colleagues from Python.ph. So after that, uh, after graduating, I got a job in tech consulting company. There, I learned a lot of I learned a lot working for almost 3 years as a software engineer. We specialize in AI, ML, NLP, and vision, working towards document processing. So we also did a lots of little projects using AI from email classification, chatbots, and anomaly detection. So as someone working in tech, you could actually see projects like self-driving car, like the one in the startup K drama. So using that, you can also use AI to cure diseases. So technology can be used in different industries and area, which is very cool and very helpful to our community. So yeah, in this line of work, I'm really thankful that I got to be part of creating something beneficial and good for the society. So working in tech, you get to help elevate tedious and manual process and help ease and fasten up operations. So yeah, as I was studying cloud last year. So I really got to see that I have yet more to learn. So that's why I also decided to be a cloud solution architect. So you get to see all kinds of technologies and services. So here in Apper, as we get a lot of requests from different clients, ranging from simple migration processes to big architectural infrastructure changes for automating pipelines and work processes, we also get IoT solutions for utilities and data analytics. So as a solution architect, I find that you must know a wide range of technologies, which is challenging, but at the same time, exciting process to me. So you got to know how the end-to-end system works. So at the same time, I think working here at Apper and aid startups make a difference by helping them in their infrastructure, and we grow actually by making others grow. So we help each other in the process and give back to our community. So yeah. And so I think what I have learned throughout my career journey is that we should view life as a continuous learning process. So I really thought that after you graduate, you don't have to actually study. So, but working in a fast-paced world of technology, there's always something new to learn about. And studying cloud, you have to sometimes dedicate your weekends to studying and learning. So, which is a tough process, but definitely worth it. So, as actually so ayan so also don't be afraid to be a beginner and ask questions from colleagues. So I'm very thankful to my team since I'm surrounded with passionate and very capable colleagues. So yeah, be a student forever to keep changing and growing. So that's it for me actually, Miss Mo. Thank you everyone.
All right. Thank you so
Thank you.
much, Wesley. So once again, we would like to thank our women leaders in APRA who have been with us today and shared their career journey and insights on what it takes to be a woman in the tech industry, what it takes to start a career in the tech world. So once again, thank you to all of our speakers. We would also want to thank our partner, PH Tech Communities. Once again, this event is co sponsored by Apper.ph. So now that we're done with the presentation, we hope all of you were able to get some valuable insights and we hope you all enjoyed um, us sharing our career journey with all of you. So we now open the floor for questions. If there are any questions from the audience, please feel free to type it in the comment box in the comment section. Wesley and I would be here to answer any of your questions. All right, so if there aren't any more questions for us, going once, going twice. So before we do end our session for today, I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit more about Apper and what we do and how we can help you, especially those startups who are watching. So Apper, we are an innovation company, so we help businesses adopt innovations on the cloud. And with the years of experience and expertise from the team, we want to ensure worry-free and efficient execution so that businesses can focus more on what matters to them. So this is Apper.ph and we are innovating with you. So our team, while small, collectively has the talents and skills and experiences to accelerate adoption of new technology and innovations for businesses. As you can see below, here are some of our valued partners and clients. So we're working with brands such as Globe and Gcash, Leica, Beauty MNL, and of course, organizations such as Kubo, PH Tech Communities, and we are also partners of AWS, Google Cloud, and Microsoft Azure. So, why Apper? If you're a startup company or a company in general looking to go into the cloud or start your cloud journey, why choose Apper? So the team has 20 more than 20 years of IT experience collectively, and 40 more than 40 cloud certifications, which is the most in the country. and of course, intensive experience in architecting, building, and securing cloud platforms and applications. And just to give you the profile of our leaders, you'll be seeing more of them in the next coming days. You've already been introduced to Timia, so we have Diwa Del Mundo, who is our chief architect. So he is one of the country's pioneers for cloud computing and played critical role for Paymaya as his team built the enterprise digital payments ecosystem. So whenever you use the Paymaya app, remember our founder, Diwa Del Mundo. And of course, we have Mr. Patrick Zulweta, who is the marketing director of Apper. And he is a very, very passionate individual and very passionate about building tech brands. And he's helped brands launch and scale brands such as Kashalo, Paymaya, and the BPI mobile app. And he helped these brands gain tremendous growth in their first 2 years of operation. So you'll be hearing more about these two gentlemen in the next coming days. We hope you can watch our next event, which would be on Thursday, same time. And of course, you've all met Tim Del Mundo earlier, who is also one of Apper's co-founders, and she is the director for people and finance, digital innovations, and finance specialist, who has worked with BCG or Boston Group Consulting, Shopee, and IBM. And she has also achieved her MBA from the Asian Institute of Management. We are so lucky and proud to have these people as Apper's leaders and leading the team and our clients into the future and innovating with the cloud. So, just a quick rundown of our business pillars and what we do. Again, for startups who are watching, we have a program which is called Startup on the Cloud, where you can get up to 50, well, actually more than 50% off on our services such as engage and manage services and possible sponsorship of your AWS billing. So we have the engage and manage services for cloud architecture and implementation, as you can see here. The services cover implementation, migration, security, disaster recovery, machine learning, and the like. And if you are looking into a more long-term partnership, so we also offer managed cloud operations, and this is especially for businesses without the know-how or the proper teams to help them and with their cloud journey. So our team can assist them with their cloud infrastructure, from building and migration to run and operate and optimize and monitor your infrastructure. So that is it for Apple services. For any questions, you can see our details right there. We have our contact number if you are one of the startups who are interested to avail or sign up for our Startup on the Cloud program. Please don't hesitate to send us an email at cloud@apper.ph. You can also visit our website, Apper.ph, and on Facebook and LinkedIn. So hindi lang si Ani in Manila ang may social media channels. We also have our own, which is Apper.ph in both Facebook and LinkedIn. So that is it for us for today. We would like to thank everyone who joined us this afternoon, and also our partner PH Tech Communities. I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next sessions. Thank you so much and have a great afternoon.